In this video, I'll be giving you a tour of the Century Boat 2300. It's a walk-around cuddy cabin. It's a 23-foot, measures 24.9 from end to end. And I'm going to be showing you the different specs about this particular vessel. I have been requested this by a few people because this is a 2002 boat. In other words, it's an older boat. It has a Yamaha HPDI engine of the same year. I think it's got approximately 230 hours on it. This boat has not been used for lengthy time. Most of the trips on this boat have been short trips. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a tour of this boat. Hope you enjoy it. It's going to have detail on the engine itself. It's the high performance, high pressure direct injection known as HPDI. Again, this is a 2002 boat, and I'm going to be unveiling all the things that are on this boat. The boat show just passed by, and in my opinion, obviously, it's expensive. There are very few boats that are really at the level of affordability. And not only at the level of affordability, do you really want to spend that type of money on a vessel. So this is a 2002 and very inexpensive boat when I purchased it. And it's probably very inexpensive today also, but it does the job, and I'm going to show you. Thank you for joining Flower for Funshine. I hope that this video is entertaining. It gives you some knowledge, and hopefully you'll be able to find a boat similar to this. There are a lot of them out there. People don't use their boats sometimes, and you know, if you buy a boat that hasn't been used that much and you don't know the whole history of it, then my suggestion will be that when you do get it, you do a full maintenance on it, and I'll show you what that will entail. So, Flower for Funshine, one more time here to show you the Century 2300 walk-around cuddy cabin. And I'm going to show you all the details from front to back. So, I hope it's not a boring video, but it is going to be informative, because I'm going to go basically through everything that this boat has, why I like it, why I don't like it, the pluses of having a used boat, and especially a used boat that's this old. 2002, we're in 2024 right now, so this is a 22-year-old boat. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so let's take a look at the outside of the boat. Like I said, it has a 2002 Yamaha high pressure direct injection HPDI. If you have an HPDI yourself, I do have a lot of videos on some repairs and maintenance for this particular boat, and I'll invite you to go ahead and check them out. It does have the hydraulic steering. Okay, this is a couple of the add-ons that I did to it. I put a diving ladder here, or a swim ladder. Here we go. It's pretty, I changed it. I had a small one. I changed it to a larger one because it just makes it easier to get on and off. It's a long ladder. It's got 4 steps on it. I added this handle here, and I added the handle up here, so when people are getting up, when I'm getting up especially, because I need help getting up there, has the rod holders, plastic. This is where you put in the engine oil. It's a 2-cycle motor. And then it has a port here, or a place where you could put fresh water. It does have fresh water wash down on it. Like I said, the hydraulic steering, it's in very good shape. I'll go into the engine. Probably the engine will be the last thing that I literally open up and show you the inside. So let's go ahead and go inside the motor. Well, let's first check the outside, just so you can see the condition of the outside. It hasn't had a wax job in a little while, but it's holding its own. Let me just give you a little walk around here. This is the outside. Very limited, if none, I think none, scratches that are really notable. Now I will say one thing that I do not like right now off the bat. It's the bottom paint. When I did purchase it, this boat was originally from New York, and they kept it in the river, and they did put some bottom paint on it. I've checked around because I've been wanting to remove it, but I really haven't found a place that will remove it, at least at what I would consider a worthwhile price. It goes into the thousands to remove this bottom paint, a couple of $1,000s, and I really don't want to do that. As far as the trailer in this case will be irrelevant because, you know, a trailer is a trailer. You can always change it, but it has a nice trailer so far. Okay, and there it is. This is the outside. It's got the high railings, which I like. That way when you walk around here, you don't fall off easily. You have that railing. And the other side, more or less, it's in the same condition as far as no scratches. It doesn't have any stains on it. And I'll just give you a quickie around here. There we go. Now I've shown this boat does have an air conditioner that I put right here. Like I said, I take it off for the winter. And if you like to check out a video of the air conditioner that it does have AC connection that I made. I also have a video on that connection that I made for the air conditioner. So this is the outside of the boat. Very good condition. Like I said, this is a 2002, keep in mind. You know, the transom, everything is in pretty good shape. No cracks, no soft spots anywhere on this boat. And it is a 2002. Now let's go inside the cabin and I'll show you the cabin. Okay, and this is the helm of the boat. And I'll give you a little tour of that, and before we go into the cabin. This is the back of the boat. And the helm is here. I'll show you a few things in the helm. I'm just going to go ahead and take you to the cabin. It's set up right now with the dining. In other words, it has a table in there, so you can dine. I have my rods and reels there, and it's a very comfortable cabin, in my opinion, for what I needed. I guess everything is good if it meets your needs. Obviously, this cabin meets the needs that I have at the moment. So right now it's set up as a dining area, I guess a sitting dining area, and I'm using part of it for storage while I'm not on the water. And it does have, like I said, the air conditioning that I install in the summer months when the weather is really hot in here. Now this can be set up with one more section where the table is at. And it can also be set up as a full berth for sleeping. It does have LED lights in there and so forth. And this is it. This is the cabin. By the way, this boat weighs 3,400 pounds. dry. Has a tank, gasoline tank of 160 gallons, which in my opinion, it's too much. It's more than I need, so I don't usually keep it full. And the reason I don't keep it full is because of the weight factor. It weigh too much, and I pull it with a Dodge Durango that has the 3.6, and anything heavier than that will not be good. Now, I did not mention there is some storage inside the cabin under the cushions. I don't use that too much because it's kind of inconvenient. You have to remove all the cushions to get to it. It does have here a storage. I usually use this as coolers, and then I use this one here in particular to store, life vests and extra anchor and some tools and some tackle. There's another one there. Thinking of getting some cushions for here, putting a cushion so it can become a seat. So the other, also for this one here, getting a cushion so I can sit down there. It does have raw water. That's salt water. Some rod holders. I really don't use those as rod holders either. And then it has the fresh water also, which is here. And under here you have the fresh water hose, that you can use it for fresh water if you need to. And then you have a live well here. Live well. And then you have another storage area here. Take this lead out of here. This is the other storage. It can also be set up as a live well. So here I have a couple of fish boxes. Pretty roomy. One on each side, one on the port side, and one on the starboard side. So it has one on the port side and then one on the starboard side. Just some fish boxes, nothing fancy. Oops. There we go. And then here's some rod holder space, which I don't use. It does come with a seat that I can clamp on here. I don't use it because I like this, it's got a pretty, let me just step back and you'll see. For being a small boat, it does have a nice area for fishing and just relaxing there. If you go out cruising, the seat can be put on there. I'll show you the seating. So this is, the inside. It does have lights. It does have some lights that I put and wired up and installed. Nothing fancy, but they do the work. The horn, and there's your LED lights. I don't really know if you can see it with the light here, but maybe I'll find a little clip that I could show you how they look at night. Nothing, like I said, nothing fancy, but they definitely do the work. I mean, you can look at it different ways, fancy or practical. It has another one under there. It's being covered by this tray that I have here to put stuff. As far as equipment, guys, I mean, practical, not fancy for me. It's got this older Garmin, the GPS 162. Nothing fancy, but nice. And then it has this Garmin. This is, by the way, this is the Garmin Echo Map 50s. That's what it's called. Okay, and then here is where I mount. I mounted an iPad here with the Navionics. Then that's how I use. This is the Navionics to navigate. So I mount it here on an iPad. It works out really well. Also, then you have your Yamaha gauges, and just the normal. Have an AM/FM radio here. That's it. I don't think I maybe used it once. It's got the Lenco controls here, Lenco tap controls. And then your lights to control. That's it. I mean, like I said, this is a Century boat. This is it's like you can tell by the logo, it's an older one. See if it focuses in nice. And then you have just your control here. Got a couple of speakers there. I think they were from West Marine or Amazon. I don't even know. I hardly use so like I said, I'm not criticizing those that have it. I'm just not one that listens to music when I'm out there. Then you have the tea bag there. I have all my life vest and paperwork and so forth. You have your lights. It is a hard top. Then you got your rod holders. And it's basically due now for cleaning these rails. I have a video which was pretty popular because I showed on that video, look it up, I showed how to clean the railings on a boat. And as far as anything else in here, I mean, you got your rod holders and a couple of rod holders here and there. I do have 1, 2, I think it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 or 9 rod holders. Like I said, nothing fancy. Practical is basically what I look for. I do have outriggers. They're right here. Have them there in case I want to use them. I've used it a couple of times. It hasn't really been, for me, a home run, but it is what it is. And then on the front, you have you can walk around it. It's not too wide, but it's wide enough. And there's where you have your anchor, where you put away your rope and so forth. Then it's got the box here to where I keep the VHS radio. It's a VHS? No, it's a VHF. VHF radio. And a little bit of storage for some whatever. This is the whatever storage. The keys, you put keys there at your phone or whatever it is that you do when you go out. So this is, like I said, this is the boat itself. It's a 2002. And at the end of the day, I like it. It does what it does. Very reliable. It's not a new boat. It's not a new motor, but reliability definitely is what I have here. And I'm not sure we're going to be able to see much inside here, but this is where I have, the batteries and all the hoses and motors for the washdown and the live well. You have your tank there for the oil, your water separator, and I keep it charged. I keep it for a little charge so the batteries don't drain. Then I have the bait cutter here. So let's take a look at the motor. Like I said, it's a Yamaha 200 HPDI. I'm going to show you the motor. And I invite you to hang in there. Hang in there with me while I show you this Century 2300 with 200 horsepower HPDI. Okay, now here we are at the motor. This is, again, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know again, this is the 2002 Yamaha 200 horsepower HPDI. 2002. It's got 236 hours on this motor. And the secret to keeping a good motor, number one, I have to admit I'm not good at this one, but to use it a lot. To make sure you're out on the water often. And the other thing, obviously, is maintenance. These motors are very sensitive to, they're very sensitive to gas. They want the gas nice and clean. So you have your high pressure filter here. You have the VST here. There's a filter in here. You have the bowl filter right here, which, you want to be changing it. And then you have the filter inside the boat, the water separating filter. I think it's 10 microns or something to that effect. And this is the secret. And obviously you have your spark plugs, which you also want to be pretty much on top of it to change it. So this is the motor, 2002, folks. This is what this motor, now it does have a stainless steel prop. And I'll show you real quickly the prop. It's a 15 by, I think it's 15 by 15 or 15 by 17. Does a really good job moving this boat around. I get, on a good day, about 38 miles per hour. 38 miles per hour speed on this. I haven't really tested or tried to calculate. Wow, that noise over my voice, not good. I haven't really tried to calculate the mileage that I'm getting on it. I haven't really had that interest yet because, like I said, I don't do really long trips. Basically to the reef and maybe 9 miles, 10 miles out. So let me go ahead and start it up for you, and that'll be the end of the video. I have this set up here. So this is the setup. I'm going to go ahead and start it up for you and show you how it runs. It should start up, at the very short turn of the starter motor, and we'll see. So here we go.
Well, the purpose of this video was not to show off my boat or to show you my boat necessarily. It's to encourage you. If you like the water, you like the sandbar, you like the life out there of fishing, there is an alternative. You can get a used boat that's well maintained and that is in good shape. That's what I did, and I'm having fun. Thank you for watching Florida for Funshine. I hope to see you in other videos. And I'm not going to ask you right now to subscribe to my channel. What I am going to ask you is check out my channel. And if you enjoy the videos that I have there, subscribe and join me in sharing with you the adventures at Florida for Funshine. Signing out, hope that you are well, my friend, and stay well.